Hello everyone, in this YouTube video, we're going to be talking about NFTs and whether they are officially dead or not. We're also going to be talking about whether NFTs are overvalued and if you guys should be buying them or not. And at the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you guys some unique, specific ways to make money in the current NFT market, even though we are currently in a bear market. So if that sounds interesting, as always, please make sure to click the like button and subscribe down below, and also make sure to leave a comment. If we do hit 100 likes, I will be giving away another Amazon gift card code in my next YouTube video, so make sure you guys do that. And as always, remember, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm just a guy on the internet discussing my opinion on the current NFT market. Alright guys, so jumping right into things, NFTs are extremely down bad, more down bad than me right now, if you can actually believe that. Obviously, I'm just kidding, guys. But many NFT collections have seen over a 90+ correction to the downside, so people are going crazy, and a lot of people are down in their crypto and NFT portfolio, which makes a lot of sense. So an important thing to note is that the NFT market is much more different now than it was just a couple of months ago. Many people were making thousands and thousands of dollars on monkey pictures, and it was absolutely crazy. You could basically close your eyes and gamble on NFTs and you'd probably come out with a profit. However, now that just isn't the case. People are having a much harder time making money in the current market simply because not a lot of people are buying NFTs right now. So the reason why this is happening is because the economy is in a recession right now, and crypto, stocks, and many other asset classes are currently crashing. So as a result, people don't want to invest in risky asset classes, such as a picture of a monkey, which makes total sense. And it just so happens NFTs are the riskiest asset class and probably the most volatile by a long shot. So a lot of these NFT sets are down a ton, as you guys can see from this graphic here. It has been a downtrend, and not a lot of people have been buying NFTs compared to the past couple of months. This month has been the lowest volume month of all time. So with crypto and NFTs being down so much, a lot of people do think that it's a good time to buy in. So that brings us to the next question. Are NFTs still overvalued? Well, it kind of depends. So although we are seeing a downtrend in the OpenSea daily traded volume, which just means the amount of people buying and selling NFTs, people are still paying tens of thousands of dollars for images on the internet, if you can actually believe that. Furthermore, this picture of a penguin from the Pudgy Penguin set actually sold for 400 ETH, which is around $600,000. And you can actually buy a house with that kind of money, but they chose to buy a penguin. But it does flip left, so that's kind of cool. Personally, I do love NFTs. However, I do still think that a lot of projects are extremely overvalued in the current market, and there's also not a ton of utility backed by these projects. For example, some of the largest NFT sets, such as the Bored Ape Yacht Club, Doodles, and Clone X, are still going for tens of thousands of dollars. However, I don't think that you're actually getting tens of thousands of dollars in value from these NFTs. The utility is mainly just merch and a community, as well as cool events. However, I just don't think that you can justify these price tags, and they're still extremely expensive. Furthermore, if we take a look at Google Trends, it is on a downtrend, showing lack of interest in NFTs. And if we actually head over to Icy Tools, it's basically a bunch of degen mints, or basically projects that no one really cares about, and people are usually just gambling on these. They don't really go past $100, so if you are trading, you won't really make past $100 on some of these NFT collections. So as a result of people not making a lot of money in the NFT space, a bunch of people have left, and I have seen this firsthand. Twitter is basically a dead zone, and not a lot of people are tweeting. Furthermore, even a lot of my friends that got into the space to make money are now gone, focusing on other things. But this does make a lot of sense simply because there's not a lot of money to be made right now. And a lot of NFT collections also relied on whitelist to provide value to their holders. And if you guys don't know what that is, whitelist is essentially early access to some other NFT sets. But because new NFT sets aren't performing well, basically the current collections that provide whitelists are actually still going down as well as a result. So if you do think about it, it's almost like a pyramid scheme that's kind of collapsing in on itself. So this moves us on to our next question. Should you be buying the NFT dip because the NFTs and crypto are down so much? I personally would say it depends. So a popular trading strategy that a lot of people are buying into is you have to buy into these blue chips. However, I don't personally buy into this narrative, and I do think it's a dangerous thing to tell people in the NFT space, because I personally tried this and I have lost over $20,000 on a single image, if you guys can believe that. But it was supposed to hold its value because it was a blue chip. Furthermore, if we go back to the chart I showed previously, a lot of these NFT projects were considered blue chip projects, and they're now down over 90+%, or at least a lot of them. So I wouldn't recommend this strategy strategy necessarily unless you are a seasoned trader or if you have some inside information on some of these NFT projects. The only reason why I would actually buy into some of these NFTs is if you're trying to trade a dead cat bounce or if you're just flipping it for the short term. Nowadays, I don't really hold NFTs for more than 48 hours. I usually just get in and out of sets and I just swing trade them. I don't really hold on to them for the long term, except for communities that I really enjoy, which we'll get into. Another reason why I would be a little bit wary on buying some NFTs right now is the bend down situation. So a lot of people put their NFTs up as collateral and took out loans on some of them, and because the NFT market is crashing, a lot of these NFTs will be sold off, and I think it could cause a spiral effect and it could cause a lot of NFTs to go down even further in price. I'll actually be making a YouTube video on this in the near future, but overall things are looking a little bit dangerous even for some of the top projects such as the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Then another thing I want people to keep in mind is there's not a sustainable business model out just yet for many of these NFT projects. A lot of these businesses or companies or projects relied on royalties, and now we're seeing royalties become almost non-existent with the invention of SudoSwap and other NFT trading platforms that charge a really low fee. So as a result, a lot of these NFT projects can't gain a revenue to build for their holders, which is a little bit unfortunate. And if a project isn't bringing in money, it's a little bit hard for them to actually build out some cool products, and they don't really have an incentive as well to build cool products because they aren't making any more money as well. So that's another thing to consider. I know that a lot of these bigger blue chip projects have a larger treasury. However, at the same time, that treasury will go down if they can't find a sustainable business model, like many projects haven't found just yet. So that's another reason I'm staying away from some of these blue chips. So as bearish as I do sound on NFTs in the short term, I do think that there will be a bull run coming up in the near future. Maybe it will be a couple of months. It might take a year. No one really does know. However, I'm going to be sticking to NFTs and crypto trading because I am an absolute degenerate and I just love it. So although I might sound really bearish on some of these NFTs and NFT projects, I am overall bullish on NFTs in the long term because I do think that this technology is amazing, and I do think we're just scratching the surface with the PFP boom that we just had. I do think that we will see these in many other areas very, very soon. But now I want to talk about some ways that you guys can make money in the NFT space. So the first one is going to be gaining a skill and selling it to projects. A lot of companies raised millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they do want to provide value to their holders. So they're looking for talented people to carry out the vision. So if you're good at coding websites, if you're good at smart contracts, if you know how to market, if you're a good community manager, people do want to hire you. So make sure you guys gain those skills and you can actually sell a service to a project. I went over a few examples of this in a previous video that I did make. So one example of this again is going to be Spreadsheets. He built a bunch of Discord bots and sold them to a bunch of projects, and I do think he's making a decent amount of money. Another way that you guys can make money is going to be by joining a community. This could be my personal NFT, which is Squishy Squad or WGMI, or you guys can join an alpha group, but you want to join a community that talks about NFTs and alpha. This way you're going to get the inside information, and you can also get a lot of whitelists for these communities. I know that the Squishy Squad and WGMI Media is doing a great job at that, and our holders are making a decent buck, so you can actually pick those up on OpenSea. Quick plug there. But when you do join these communities, you're really integrated with the space, and you can get a lot of information fed to you, and you can make some good trades as a result of this. Another thing that you guys can do is enter pre-mint and Twitter giveaways. I don't think I stress this enough, but if you can just enter some of the pre-mints, this will only take you maybe an hour at most, maybe a couple of minutes. But if you win pre-mint raffle for one of the most hyped giveaways, you can definitely make a killing, and all you have to do is connect your wallet and click a couple of buttons. Same thing with Twitter. Make sure you guys enter those. I post a bunch on my personal Twitter account. My sister's actually been doing this strategy, and she has made tens of thousands of dollars just by entering some of these giveaways. So it definitely does work, and you don't have to have a lot of capital to start out, simply because you're just putting in some of your time. But it's not even a lot of time, guys, so make sure you guys do that. Then another way you guys can make money in the NFT space is becoming a mod. So this is a great way to actually build your personal brand and get your name out there. You can work for free, or you can work for whitelist, or you can even be paid in crypto. Being a mod is actually a good way just to get a stable income, I guess, or get on a lot of whitelist projects. That way you guys can make money. And if you do join a community that you really vibe with, and if you're in there a lot, you're gonna probably become a mod anyway. If you do become a mod, at least you're being paid to be in the server, which is a pretty cool concept. Then the last two ways to make money is gonna be building your own personal brand. This is one that I'm currently doing right now with my YouTube channel, my Twitter, and other social media platforms. Really trying to get my name out there and help a lot of people in the Web3 space. This way you can monetize yourself, and you can also actually connect with a lot of cool people in the NFT market or in just the Web2 space as well. And I'm also going to be waiting for the next mania phase. This way I'm here, I'm prepared, and be ready for the next bull run. But that's essentially some of the ways I plan on making money in the NFT market. I think those are some cool things that you guys can also do and take advantage of in this current NFT market. This is simply because a lot of people have left and there's not a ton of people here. So if you are still here, I think there's a unique opportunity in front of us. And I do think if you can wait out this bear market, you can definitely win and you can definitely make a killing once the mania phase comes back. Who knows when that will be? Maybe I'll be sitting here forever, but that's a risk I am willing to take. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. I hope you guys learned how to make some money. Let me know if you agreed with me on some of the takes I had in this YouTube video or not. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. And again, if this YouTube video gets 100 likes, I'm giving away another Amazon gift card code. Peace, guys.